So we are passing Roosevelt Lake, still in Arizona. And I made Kevin stop because it is absolutely beautiful. The mountains are in the background. It just looks really cool. So I'm gonna take a few pictures, see if I can capture how beautiful it is. I'm Angie, and along with Kevin, my husband, we own Happy Acres Campground in Angola, Indiana. But we don't just own a campground. During the off season, all winter long, we load up Roxie and our 2 dogs, Jane and Dexter, and we go on adventures. We find new places, we explore, and we want to take you along with us. Oh, there it is. That's the picture I wanted. So we're driving along at Roosevelt Lake. Saw a sign for a national monument, Tonto National Monument. My question was, can I get a stamp? You can, but it's actually turned out to be super awesome. Let me show you. I can't really see it. So dogs are allowed part way up. They have to stop. Well, you can see them down there. Wow. Oh. This is the entrance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really cool. So this would have been the common area. It looks like a big fireplace or something.
And up in the rock you can see.
Oh, you're fine.
There's some burning holes.
What are they?
Some burning holes.
Oh, so cool. Probably the most intact and the most photogenic and amazing saguaro cacti that we've seen so far at the Tonto National Monument. It's right next to Roosevelt Lake, so you've got the backdrop. It's really beautiful. Still, there's very, very much an incline. How?
I don't know how steep it was, but it wasn't horrible. It's paved nice.
Did she say 300 feet in a half a mile?
Something like that.
Something like that. So, but it's a lot lower of elevation.
There's lots of benches.
Yeah, there's lots of places to stop, and the dogs were allowed to come up most of the way. They couldn't go into the actual cliff dwelling, but they could go all the way up the trail. So it was really nice. This might be on the top of my list for cliff dwelling visits now. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was pretty neat. It's definitely beautiful.
Yeah. We made it to Roper Lake State Park in Arizona yesterday afternoon sometime, and just kind of relaxed. We took a walk around, but it's beautiful. There's mountains all around us. There's Roper Lake, which I'm not sure if it's a reservoir or what. I haven't done any research, but it's very beautiful. That's cool. Cabin setups. How fun is that? Each one has its own. Today we plan to go to the Morenci mines, which, according to Kevin, I have also not done any research on that, but it is the largest copper mine in the world. I don't think we can get any tour, but I think they have like a viewing area where you can look down into the mine. But so we're gonna go check that out. We're gonna stay here one more night, and then we're gonna hit the road again. This is how I take videos when I'm driving. What you doing, Dex? That squeak in the back is not cool, though, whatever that is.
No bueno.
It's no bueno. Figure out what that is. This is like right through the mine operations. It's weird. Oh wow, look at that. Is that water?
Looks like it. Maybe keep the dust down.
That's Dexter.
They're separating it.
Looks like I'm going into the light. Go to the light. Looks like we got another tunnel coming up. Doesn't look very big. Make sure you check your clearance. Oh.
Pretty tall.
We found it.
See that dump bed?
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Those trucks way over there. Hey, look at me.
Yeah.
You guys look very little next to that. Can't even see this tire. Look at this. All right, let's give them some of the info that we learned about the Morenci mine.
Is it 60,000 acres approximately?
Yeah, it was 63 or 68,000 acres.
Yeah. 3,600 employees.
3,600 employees.
1,000 contractors. Largest open pit mine in the U.S., fourth largest in the world.
Oh, so we had that wrong.
Yeah.
Not the world, just in the U.S. Okay.
Most of the extraction or processing is done through leaching with chemicals as opposed to smelting. So I guess apparently the air quality was pretty bad a few years ago. I think they switched over. I think she said 2004 they started the leaching process, and it takes more acreage, but the air quality is better. So I guess
Trade-offs.
Yeah, trade-offs.
Okay. So I found it interesting because when we were having lunch, I looked on Zillow to see what was for sale, and there was not a house for sale in Morenci. So my comment was, I bet the mine owns all the houses for their employees. And we just stopped at the visitor center, and she confirmed that.
She said it's like one of the last owned company towns.
Company-owned towns. Yeah, and now I guess they have a big section in Clifton now too that they own. Yeah, that's the newer section where you can see it over there. Just rows of houses that pretty much look the same. Now this is a legit gas station in, where are we at? kind of just outside Clifton, Arizona. I mean, and it's right by
An old drive-in.
an old beat down drive-in. That's clearly not in use anymore, but yeah, so I guess the gas station attendant has to sit outside. We just got to Big Bend National Park in Texas and checked in and found out that it is not dog friendly. So we are going to have to change up what we're gonna do. We're gonna go head to our campground, check in there, get settled, and then make a plan for tomorrow. We're staying at this Payzone, I'm probably saying it wrong, but Payzone RV Resort and Inn. They have 12 campsites, and I think there's about 3 or 4 rooms. They do have fire rings, which is nice, but they don't sell firewood, so that's not nice. And they have a dinosaur. Check them out. Yeah. I think the bathrooms are the best and the worst. They're awesome as far as, you know, fit and finish. They're clean. In theory, this is really cool. The shower's over here. They've got a rain shower. They use like real Charmin toilet paper. So, I mean, it's really cool. But the design is just weird. The light switches are pretty far away from the door. And every time I come in here, they're off. So one night I took a shower. It was dark outside. I had to shut the light off, and then I couldn't find the door handle. So it was a little awkward. It'd be nice if those were closer to the door. And when you're in the shower, this is so far away from that bench and any hooks. So after you're done showering, and there's no hooks in here. When you're done showering, you have to run over here real quick. Actually, they do have a hook right here, but it's still, everything's just really far. So all your stuff's really far. You have to come out all the way over here, but this thing's really cool. Here's a question for anyone that camps out west. I'm not talking about boondocking or backcountry camping. I'm talking about going to a campground and camping. In the Midwest, people go camping for fun. Like they just go for the weekend and have a campfire, hang out. But it kind of feels like out west, at least everywhere we've been, except for the Lazy Days, KOA, and Tucson, that people aren't camping to have fun. They're camping because they're traveling and they're doing something that's in the vicinity, or they live there. I can't believe how many people live in campgrounds out west. And I don't know if there's just a housing shortage or if it's just inexpensive living or what, but I have not seen people who are just camping for fun. Is that a thing? Do the people that are camping for fun, are they the ones that are going backcountry camping? Or am I just going to the wrong campgrounds? I know that's a question. So if you travel out west, you tell me, do you feel the same way? And I shouldn't say west. We've been more southwest. But anyway, let me know in the comments. Holy moly. That's a longhorn.
Look at the poor guy who has his turned down.
Oh, that's weird. Why is it like that?
Looks like a ram.
He does, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. Put handlebars up here, and then that guy's is turned down.
Turned down for what?
So we just drove through the booming metropolis of Terlingua. Terlingua?
Yep.
It's a ghost town. Apparently it is the home of all chili cook-offs worldwide. Or the birthplace, not the home. The birthplace of all chili cook-offs worldwide. And that's pretty much it. They have a ton of weird Airbnb type
Unique
teepees.
stays.
Yeah, unique stays. So yeah, Kevin said that beginning of November, 50,000 people show up here in this tiny town to compete in the chili cook-off. And other than that, it's probably only other thing is that it's right outside of Big Bend National Park. So I'm guessing people maybe come here because of that. Any other reasons, Kevin?
It's really kind of cool. It's an old mining town, a lot of history.
Yeah.
Mining, mercury, and quicksilver.
It's neat. They have, like I said, a couple restaurants. When in Terlingua, I can't say it right. Well, when we're here, we have to eat chili because it's the chili cook-off, capital of the world. So we're having some chili.
It's only the 4th best chili in the world.
The 4th best chili in the world because we're having Jen's award-winning chili, and we actually got to meet Jen. And she said that not only did she win here, but she won the 4th. She was the 4th in the world. That's crazy. It's delicious. This is not a place you find on purpose. It's definitely by accident. Ooh, our song. This is where we're going to wrap it up for this week. I cannot wait to tell you and show you all about Big Bend National Park. Kevin and I agree it is probably one of our favorites. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you can follow along our journey and see what Big Bend is like. Until next week, don't just camp, camp happy.
Oh my God. I thought it was real.